take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Caroga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to kiss your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Dare to make war, we surrender. All important things are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's gonna be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. That means you're gonna make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest.
A special pride never written before, or sings tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Caroga.
Third time's the charm? Yes. Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5 Qapla. And welcome to BedLife for Monday, December 14th, 2020. We are dangerously close to the last half of the month, and the last month of the year, and the last year of, well, yes, the last year of the decade. Technically, the decade ends with 2020. 2021 begins the new decade. So yeah, we are real close to the end. Real close to the end of the year, the month, and the decade. Last minute change of words. Don't worry about it. Mama Prey's laughing at her own son. It's one of those days. It's one of those days. Yeah. Okay, Ma. Oh. So, welcome everybody. Apologies, I did not get the stream up early, but I did start just about on time. It happens. Thomas Pont says storm Monday before the Monday before the storm, because this week, midweek, we're going to get slammed with a nor'easter. Looking at a foot of snow in New York City, and this is icy, wet snow, not soft, fluffy snow. This is heart attack snow, as they call it. Going to be blanketing the area. It's going to be a giant mess, just as the vaccines are being, sent in via FedEx and UPS. The whole area is going to come to a standstill. And it's going to be a winter wonderland out there. And if you believe the weather people, which I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, no offense to those of you who might be meteorologists out there. Hopefully you're wrong. Thomas Potts, yes. So that's what we're talking about. 47 Yorktown Says, please, nobody break YouTube again. Yes, I woke up this morning and Gmail was down, YouTube was down. I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? And then I went to my web forum and I was able to listen to my own streams via my web forum. I was like, okay, if it's embedded video, it works. So I copied a URL that I still had open from the night before when I was listening to the Inquisition, Doomcock and Nerdrotic's Inquisition stream. Only got about 68 minutes in before I called it a night. I pasted that link into my forum so I could listen to the Inquisition, even though the rest of YouTube was down. And then I sent off a tweet telling people, hey, if you want to watch videos, you can watch them via my webpage. And of course, by the time I finished making the very custom graphic for that tweet, YouTube was back up again. So no big D, NBD, no big deal. Things were back on at that point. It was a tough morning. So now if you had been awake early and you were already in a stream, you didn't notice it was down. But for those who were getting ready like around 5 or 6 in the morning, actually it was closer to 6. I slept late today. 6 in the morning, you tried to turn on YouTube or go to Gmail. It said, nope, oops, there was a problem. And like, that can't be real. Okay, I'll go to a different browser. Same error. I noticed that if I didn't sign in, it worked. But what the hell's the point if you don't sign in? So, yeah. So everybody went to Twitter to complain about YouTube, which is par for the course. Thomas Potts says Jeff is late. He is. Caroga Knight says Viva Caroga Knight. Not Ryan Johnson says hello and Qapla. It's Berto Praise 5 fault. We are getting snow. Hashtag hail on Caroga. No. The snow didn't start until you guys started doing this hail on Caroga BS. You brought this upon us, not me. Not Ryan Johnson says hashtag bird is late. How is the audio, by the way? Because I was playing with the microphone before we got started. I was noticing some weird stuff coming from the microphone, and it just, I don't know. I'm just curious if I sound right, if I sound bad. Can you hear Sassy barking in the background? Things like that. And is that different than usual? Dee Meyer says, Qapla Bird of Prey, how are you and the family doing today? Dee fairly good day for me today. Mom Prey, she seems to be doing okay. Mom, you doing okay? She's doing good. And we talked to Sis Prey, Nephew Prey, they were doing well. So all's well. All's well. Roswell that ends well. No, that's not what I meant. All's well. So far, knock wood. Hopefully it stays that way. And Qapla to the chat says DD 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir, and gives the Caroga flag. Thank you, 47 Yorktown. Not Ryan Johnson says hello to DD. Vincent Diodoro says all hail Caroga. Qapla Vincent Diodoro, and yes, all hail Caroga. That is the correct way of saying it. Todd Tyler Qapla. Todd Tyler, welcome. Mako says Bird was unusually late and now he is early. Oh, Bird was usually late and now he's early. Well, I don't think I was really early. Although I set it at 4:15 because I honestly didn't know if I was going to be able to make 4. Mako says sign of the end times. It's not a sign of the end times. I definitely was later than I wanted to be. Chris Perzer, Qapla Chris says Qapla Bird Prey. Hello, Mama Prey, Sis Prey, and the twin shadow rulers, Nephew O'Prey and Sassy. Thank you, Chris. Springtime says Bird Prey. Hope you are doing well and hope that the family is enjoying the holiday season. Thank you, Springtime. I mean, I don't think the holiday season has hit us yet. To be honest, I'm not sure when the last time I felt like a holiday season. That's I don't mean to play down Mama Prey. She does go through the trouble of putting up a tree and whatnot. She does try to give the holiday spirit. We have a couple of decorations up, a tree, a baby's first Christmas stocking hanging, and whatnot. I don't know. To me, it hasn't quite felt like Christmas for a long time, but I'll be honest, and I've said this before when I've told other tales of Christmases past. Even most Christmases, when I was walking, Christmas was a tough day for me. So I'm not. Listen. I hope, and I hope everybody else enjoys Christmas, but I don't want to say bah humbug, but it's just another day to me these days. Chris Perzer says, it's a mother's prerogative to be allowed to laugh at a simple mistake. Absolutely, Chris. I would never suggest otherwise. Rock Solid Productions, Qapla Rock Solid says, conservatives like me don't need to worry about heart attacks, no. First, you have to have a heart before you can have an attack. Absolutely, Rock Solid. Admiral Saval says, yo, Admiral. Not Ryan Johnson is singing. Bird is back. Bird is back in black. He hit the sack, asleep so long, he's glad to be back. I am wearing the black Yitza shirt, the original Aru Yitza design that started it all. Thank you again, Yitza. It's a fine quality shirt. Captain Track is doing his hail on Caroga hashtag. Chris Burgess says the audio is 5x5. Thank you, Chris. Carlo Albanese says hi and hope everyone is well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. You as well. Mago says the audio sounds good for him. DD is also reporting 5x5. Carlo Albanese, praise Caroga. Absolutely. Praise Caroga. Rock Solid says audio is terrible. We can't hear everything Berto Prey says. Do you mean we can't hear anything Berto Prey says? See, like, what is this? My cell phone makes these noises when there's like disasters or something. Oh, I see one of my friends who bitterly opposes my politics commented on my Facebook. So that's going to be an interesting thing when I have time to check it out. Oh, Jeff Franklin asked when I was going live on Twitter. Jeff, are you here yet? If not, I'll have to respond to you. The COVID report in New York City, 10,000 vaccinations have been given in the state so far. That's what my phone needed to tell me, that 10,000 people have been vaccinated. I don't know if I believe it, but so I'm told. So let me go answer Jeff Franklin, friend of the show. Just went live. Yeah, it's annoying because YouTube has not been giving notifications, and not only on typical streams like this, which I mean we've figured it out. Oh, thank you, Yosef. Which I mean we've figured out how to deal with it to a point. But I'll get to that. In fact, Yosef Patrick with a €2 super chat. Qapla Yosef says hashtag more cats for Yosef and greetings from the future. Thank you. Greetings to you, future man. And Yosef got eyebrow raising, Dax, and we have to do hashtag more cats for Yosef indeed. Yeah, as for missing notifications, I am a member, as many of you guys may know. I'm a member of a number of channels, including Doomcock and Nerdrotic. Well, yesterday, Nerdrotic announced that he was going to be doing a member stream at some point during the day. And then I never got any notification for it. And it wasn't until the Inquisition came up on his channel yesterday night, by the which I got a nice mention at. So the Inquisition started, and he said, yeah, that he had a a very low turnout member stream that day, and he was surprised. And then he realized that that YouTube didn't even give notifications for the member stream. Now, the only way to notify members of a member stream is through the tools YouTube gives you. YouTube does not give you any other way to notify your members. Like, you don't get a list of email addresses or an alternate way of contacting them. The only way to send members a message is to create a post in your community section to those members. And even still today, YouTube has not notified me that he ever had a member stream yesterday. So it's like, that's just a completely lost stream. And if I didn't listen to him to know that the stream even happened, I would have thought that he didn't do it. In fact, I'll be kind of honest. I was a little pissed at him. Came the time for the stream. Like, I didn't really stop myself from doing anything, but I kind of kept an extra eye on YouTube waiting for his member stream, and then it never came. I know it's not at all his fault. Now that I know it was YouTube's fault, I hold no ill will towards Nerdrotic, because we've all been screwed by YouTube, and this is just another way that's happened. But I was a little pissed at him when I thought he sent the message saying, oh, there's going to be a member stream today, and then all day goes by and there's no member stream, and I was getting a little annoyed. I was like, it kind of sucks. If you knew you weren't going to do the stream, you could have maybe wrote back to us, a few hours later and said, I guess I can't do it today. Apologies and whatever. But I was like, maybe he was just that busy. And then to find out, no, he did do the stream. YouTube just didn't tell me. I completely changed it. I was like, forgive Gary, and turned my ire towards YouTube. But then I thought, just think of all the people, God forbid I do a member stream one day, which I do regularly. So the last member stream, we had nobody attended. But I tried. I did do it. It's there. If you're a member, you can get it. Yeah. Well, maybe nobody got the notifications now that I think about it. So maybe it's just the notifications suck. But yeah, so apologies if you didn't get notification. That's just YouTube. And there's Professor Brainy Specs. There he is. Okay, so he got the message. Here we go. Where are we? Audio's all good. Praise Caroga. Carlos says sound is fine. Todd says sounds good. Thank you. Thomas says, Shorebird, you were playing with the mic and weird stuff came out. Your mind is in the gutter, Thomas. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Qapla, Mike Richards. Carlos Albanese says, hail Caroga. Thomas says, raise Caroga. Either way, LDG Pixels waves. Welcome, LDG Pixels. First citizen of Caroga. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, we can hear what you say. That's a bad thing. Hearing you is bad. It's a joke. If you say so, Rock Solid. It's a bad joke. I'm kidding. Not real. Uncle Remus says, you will get COVID vaccinated. Will you get COVID vaccinated? Uncle Remus asks. Basically, when it gets to the point that my doctor will bring the vaccination to me, then yes, I'll get vaccinated. But coming into winter, I mean, it's very, very unlikely I will go out to get vaccinated. It would have to be really close by for me to get someplace in the winter time in my wheelchair. And yeah, I mean, so unless they have like literally a mobile, like the ice cream man comes around and rings their bell, everybody come out and get vaccinated as they go down the street, which maybe they will do. I don't see it happening for a while. Now, I thought we'd be months and months before it was going to be around for general availability. And I still think that's probably true. But according to an expert on TV today, they said, oh, by February or March, we should have general availability of the vaccine, because by then 2 more companies will have gotten, supposedly will have gotten approval, including Johnson & Johnson, which they have tons and tons of the vaccine to available. And apparently only Pfizer's version requires the super cold delivery method. The other companies don't. So it'll be easier for other companies' vaccines to make it out there, because they won't require super cooled storage. But yeah, I'm not particularly afraid of the vaccine, Uncle Remus. I mean, all vaccines carry a risk, but honestly, so little actual material is in the vaccine. It just doesn't bother me. Maybe it should. I mean, if it was arsenic, would I take the shot? No, I guess not. But it doesn't seem like it bother me. I think if worst case, I just think it would be ineffective. I don't think it would actually have any long-standing issues, but we won't know till we try it. Professor Brainy Specs, there you are, says, greetings, Berto Prey 5, Qapla to you, and he says, Qapla. Thomas Bot says, Professor Brainy Specs, you are late. And Mike Richards says, hey to Jeff. And Dr. Nick just donated $1 and got happy baby. Happy baby. Dr. Nick says, hello, everybody. Mr. Bird, I'm on my way with the vaccine. Just don't ask where I got it from. Oh, boy. Thanks, Dr. Nick. Hello, Dr. Nick. Professor Brainy Specs says, Thomas Pod, someone put me into a time warp and sent me into the future slightly. Interesting. So you went to where? Newfoundland, Canada? Newfoundland. Professor Brainy Specs says, hey to Mike Richards. And Tom, and he's blaming me. Professor Brainy Specs says, Thomas Potts, I'm blaming Berto Prey 5. Chris Perzer says, YouTube is an ally of Kurdistan. Hail Caroga. Absolutely they are. Yosef says, YouTube seems to be drowning in problems and glitches these days. LDG Pixel says, I attended. It was the game stream, wasn't it? You attended what? I'm confused. Uncle Remus says, nothing better than a good screw-in from YouTube. It's for you. Project Story Time says, hey, Alberto Prey 5. Yeah, you want to take this one? Qapla Project Story Time. Professor Brainy Specs says, LDG Pixels channel, I think someone was impersonating you. Interesting. Dee says, Berto Prey, I didn't get a notification when you did a members only stream. Maybe you should use Twitter to send out notifications for your channel instead of YouTube. Well, the problem is that I can't send the link, otherwise everybody will be able to use the link. So I guess I could send out notification on Twitter that, hey, there's a member stream happening. Check YouTube. But if YouTube doesn't put the link there, it's kind of out of luck. I mean, I guess I could create a YouTube group for channel members who are also on Twitter. There's not a hell of a lot of you guys at the citizen level and above, but we'll work on it because we'll be doing another one very soon, DD. So hopefully, that's right. LDG did come to the stream. LDG came to the stream, the last member stream. He dropped in, he said hello, and he left. I apologize. Project Storytime says hail to Chris Perzer and to LDG. Chris says hail to Project Storytime. DD says Project Storytime, hello, how are you doing? Dee Dee says, Chris, hello, hope you are well. LDG says, oh, to Professor Brainy Specs. LDG says, Professor Brainy Specs, where and when? Uncle Remus says, I think I will take the vaccine as well as a 50-year. I think I will take the vaccine as well, 50 years in decent health, so why not? Yeah, if you're in good health and you want to stay that way, probably worth. Chris Perzer says, nice one, Dr. Nick. You scored a happy birthday. Is it Dr. Nick's birthday? Chris says, Dee Dee, hail, as in hail. All is well. Hope you are doing well. Very good. Dee Dee Myers says, Dr. Nick, great one. Yosef says, Jeff is with me. Mwah ha 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 ha. Oh, wow. You've stolen Jeff into the future. Rock Solid is doing hashtag Dear Bops. Yes, we'll get to Dear Bops today. Dee Dee Myers says, Chris, thanks, brother. I am doing well. And Yosef, how are you? Thomas says, Bird of Prey, you can make it a private group. You can make it a private group. Well, yeah, we can make another private Twitter group. Professor, assuming I'm still on Twitter after what I tweeted today. Professor Brainy Specs is LDG Pixels channel. I'm not sure where or when. Recently, I was shown a screenshot through a mutual friend. I think it's the troll we have been talking about. Dee Dee says, Thomas, good one. Professor says LDG channel. They called themselves LDG Pixels ... Uncle Remus says, was it harder to find? What is harder to find? Vaccine for COVID or PS5? A PS5, no doubt. No doubt. And Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, I am one with Professor Brainy Specs. Professor Brainy Specs is one with me. Well, have you asked Professor Brainy Specs how he feels about this merging of your two bodies? He may not have the same opinion as you, Rock Solid. I know that could be a surprise, but it's just something I should point out. So yeah, we got a little bit of flurries earlier today. And then Wednesday is a flat on nor'easter, heavy wind, heavy snow, and it's going to continue into Thursday. And by Thursday, by the time the snow ends Thursday, ho, 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 welcome Deej, Santa Deej. Deej put up a video earlier today where he was dressed up as Santa's husband. I mean, Santa's friend or Santa's helper. But we all know, we saw the book, Santa's Husband. He was dressed exactly like Santa's husband. And he made a shout out to little Charlie in New York, amongst other children, which was very nice of you, Deej. And I did share it with Sisso Prey, and she watched it, and she heard the shout out to little Charlie, and she wants to thank you as well, Deej, for that very cool video. So that was very nice. Excellent Santa costume, or Santa's helper costume. Rock Solid says, Deej Odyssey, I'm one ho. Where's the other two? Uncle Remus says, Best Buy has PS5 tomorrow at 8 a.m. online. They'll be gone. They'll be gone. Deej says, Bird of Prey is a bully. I'm not a bully. I'm just telling you guys the truth here. You haven't seen the book? If you just go into Amazon, Santa's husband, it'll come up. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Qapla, Bird of Prey. It's also freezing where I am here on the Gulf of Mexico. It's only 65 degrees and it's partly cloudy over the beach. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Saul. Professor Brainy Specs says, executive producer Saul, that's not freezing. Uncle Remus says, I'm still trying to get PS5, not easy, and I'm not paying any scalper. Well, definitely don't pay a scalper. Rock Solid says, Uncle Remus, I got mine on launch day. Yeah, how much did you have to pay up to GameStop on the side? Professor Brainy Specs says, Bird of Prey, yes, I am being threatened by Yosef's cats. Hashtag more cats for Yosef. If you're being threatened by Yosef's cats, why do you want him to get more cats? Dee Dee says, Deej makes a good Santa, just saying. Uncle Remus says, lucky. Deej says, thank you to Dee Dee. Rock Solid says, Uncle Remus, my local GameStop called me the day the pre-orders came in. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, why were you looking up Santa's husband on Amazon? I didn't look it up. I saw the book, and so I saw it on another stream, and so I'm assuming that Amazon has it because they have every book. Deej Odyssey says, I was thinking about doing a family-friendly live stream in the Santa suit for kids. Tell me what toys they want for Christmas. Lol. I would suggest against that, Deej. If you did, you'd have to set that as a kid-friendly video, and there's no comments allowed. So, I mean, it's up to you, but you won't get any comments, and you won't get any advertising. Well, you don't get advertising anyway yet. Agreement says, pays to have friends in high places. Executive producer Salt Leibowitz says, Bird of Prey, how can I enjoy my shrimp cocktail if I have to huddle it over, if I have to huddle over it freezing? Isn't shrimp cocktail already frozen shrimp? I don't know. They seem cold. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, I paid them nothing. In fact, I somewhat shit on them for a follow-up video. Wow, so Rock Solid stole a PS5 from his local GameStop. You heard it here. He paid them nothing, and then he insulted them in his video. Chris Perzer says, hail to Deej Odyssey. Kennewick Sapien Qapla says, how much does it cost to hire 1,000 kids in a Carogan village to hit F5 at Best Buy's website at 8 a.m.? It costs nothing, Kennewick, because we already have them. They work for free. They work for food and board. So, Dee Dee says, Deej, you should try to get a Santa suit with bunny ears. That would be awesome. Rock Solid says, Uncle Remus, no, they just had my number and others on a waiting list. So Deej is hailing Chris Perzer and says, Bird of Prey ordered the suit. I have a suit. I didn't need to order a suit. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, I think Rock Solid Productions made me say hashtag more cats for Yosef through the mind meld. Wow. Uncle Remus is neurotic and read Santa's husband on Friday Night Tights. Yes, that's where I saw it. Maybe Disney Plus will turn it into a series. Maybe. Rock Solid says, Professor Brainy Specs, not me. I hate cats. Sure, Rock Solid, you hate cats. Deej says, yeah, I know. I won't get goddamn comments about it being Santa's husband from you bully, lol. I don't understand why you're so angry. It's very stunning and brave of you, Deej. Chris Berger says, if Bird looked up Santa's husband on Amazon, is that confirmation he purchased a copy? No. And Deej says, you are acting like an anti-tracker today, Bird. You're acting like anti-tracker. Oh man, that's a hard insult. I'm acting like anti-tracker today. Shame on you. You're on the naughty list. And how am I acting like anti-tracker? Am I slowing down video and playing it at ridiculously slow speeds to just push everybody away from the channel for some reason? I resent that remark, Deej. I think you went too far. Aren't we all friends here? And Rock Solid says, I stole nothing. I paid with my credit card the American way. And Deej Odyssey just tipped $1 and got kissing Dax. Thank you, Deej. And he asked, does Santa turn Sis O Prey on? I don't know for sure, Deej, but I don't think it does. I don't think he does. But I didn't ask. To be fair, I didn't ask. She didn't say anything, so she has never in my recollection mentioned any type of attraction to anybody who ever played Santa, which I'm sure, since most of the time it was a family member when we were kids, is probably for the best. Professor Brainy Specs is Rockstar Productions. Sure you do. LDG says, Professor Brainy Specs, it would be nice if anyone got info about me to share it with me. I don't bite, and I would do the same. Mako says, I just pray to God there's no Bird's Husband book coming soon. Don't worry, if there was a Bird's Husband book, it would be fake news. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, you are right, Bird of Prey. I will continue to carry on drinking tequila and eating shrimp cocktail on the beach for you. Well, thank you for that, Saul. Professor Brainy Specs is LDG Pixels channel. That's why I told you what I know. Deej says, Indeed, with another $1 super donation. Thank you. And another kissing Dax. Thank you, Deej. Says, why don't you come sit on my lap and pretend I'm Joe Biden, little boy? Oh my God, Deej. Why? Why, Deej? Why would you say that to somebody? Can't tell. Are these new things that people are messaging me? Severe storm watch issued for New York City. Great. Great. Okay. Well. Yeah, I don't know about Santa turning her on, Deej. Professor Brittany Specs says, yeah, that's what I know. Deej says, I could wear a Santa jacket over my Grinch outfit. That doesn't seem right, Deej. Rock Solid says, Professor Brainy Specs, no, I truly hate cats. I have 3 dogs. I don't even like them most days. Wow, Rock Solid, you don't like your own dogs? That's cold. LDG says, Professor Brainy Specs, thank you, but please suggest to the person they share the source with me. Deej says, I went too far, question marks. Yes. LDG says, Professor, I already had someone show me a DM from a certain person spreading lies about me. That was fun to see. Deej says, that isn't me. Oh, it's not you leaving these messages that claim to be you? Oh, well, prove it, Deej. Prove it. I need to see proof. Otherwise, the Supreme Court is ruling it was you. LDG says, Deej, wow. Deej says, or maybe I will claim that one. Wow. LDG is smiling. Thomas says, Deej, no bird is reading the chat unlike Anti-Tracker. You see, somebody noticed the difference. Professor Brainy Specs is rock solid. You want all the cats to go to Yosef so they aren't around you. And that way, Yosef, Patrick, will have more cats to threaten me with. Wow. Professor Brainy Specs agrees with Thomas. Deej is Bird of Prey. Ask her if she liked the movie Bad Santa and if she wants to try out the car scene. Yes, she does like the movie Bad Santa, but that's all I'm going to tell you. Professor Brainy Specs says Thomas Bird of Prey should be the new co-host of the virtual pub, except it's on about 2 hours too late for me. And to be honest, I'd want to be asleep 2 hours. I want to be asleep an hour before it starts most nights. So if Matthew is going to change the day and the time, maybe. Deej says that wasn't me. Sure, Deej. Thomas says hashtag. I mean, what do you want? What do you want me to compare signatures? Thomas says, Professor Brainy Specs, There's only one co-host we accept, and that is Professor Brainy Sex. Yes, Professor Brainy Sex. Brainy Specs is lolling at Thomas. Chris says, wow, Deej, how could you say that? Rock Solid says, Deej Odyssey, admit it, I'll admit it, it was me. So Rock Solid is coming clean. Deej says, I didn't. Professor Brainy Specs says, Thomas Bot, you are going to get me into trouble with that one. Thomas says, Rock Solid, lol. Deej says, now I would claim that Sissel Prey won, even though that one wasn't me either. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, 2 kissing Daxes in one day. Is this the best day of my life? I say yes. And to get to have shrimp cocktail on the beach, it's a pretty good day, executive producer. I guess it's good to be an executive producer. Dee Dee Myers says, Deej, you can't be the Grinch and Santa at the same time. You have to pick one. Poor kids if they find out. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, the Joe Biden one was me, not Deej Odyssey. Deej says, you will see some proof when you look at the StreamYard's PayPal, lol. And Deej is laughing to get Bird to flip me off. Well, it happened. Chris says, Deej Odyssey, that has to be the first right. That has to be a first right. I've never seen Bird flip anyone off before. Oh, it's happened. It doesn't happen a lot, Chris, but it happens. Usually, it's more, like, something like this. It's not as obvious. It's not a big, right in the middle of the screen type thing. It's off to the side or whatever, but it happens. It happens. Professor Brainy Specs says, Bird of Prey, Matthew is moving the pub to Sunday nights, starting this coming Sunday. Same time, though. It's still kind of late for me. He's going to be up against some big stuff. Dee Dee Myers, his first time for Bird. It was not. Deej says, Chris, I know how to push his buttons. And Rock Solid is saying, Dear Bop. Yes. We're going to get to Dear Bop right now, Project Story Time. Right now, we'll go ahead and get to Dear Bop. It's what everybody wants. Dear Bop. Dear Bop, da bop, shabop, shabop. The bop. The bop. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh my God. We got quite a few Dear Bops. Oh, Joe Biden just donated another $1. And wow. Okay. Joe Biden got Happy Baby, which is the baby Joe Biden likes, and says, I would love to sit on Deej. Remember, tomorrow is Tuesday election night. Keep voting. Soon I will have more than the U.S. population, number 33. Yeah, I think tomorrow is. You guys should vote. Be sure to vote early and often. Okay, so let's get to our first Dear Bop, which was made after the show last week, last Friday. Short one. Dear Bop, true, everyone loves Thomas Potts. It's that no good, toothless trailer park reject. No! God damn it. Right, soft putty, although he didn't sign his name. Apologies. Okay, this one is not soft putty, so I'll read it. Dear Bop, I have heard that you are one of the premier science fiction writers in the U.S., and I have an idea for you to write either a short story or a script. So here is an idea. After floating in space for 57 years, Lieutenant Burnham's shuttle is found by a deep space salvage team with space marines and scientific crewmen. Upon arriving at Caroga 69, the Marines find only one survivor, a 9-year-old girl named Toot. but even the battle-hardened Marines, with all the latest weaponry, were no match for the hundreds of aliens that have invaded the colony. So what do you think? A great idea, right? AT. I would not call myself a science fiction writer. I mean, I could probably do it, but I've never tried. Not really. Certainly nothing of length, and I've written scripts, but for plays, not for movies or TV. And I'm an award-winning script writer. Cross my heart. I wrote a play in high school, my senior year, and they submitted it to a citywide competition, and I won. I won the competition. Best playwright for New York City for 1996. But I had already started college by the time the award ceremony began, and I had firmly chosen to become an engineer and not a writer or English. So I said thank you, but I did not attend the ceremony for winning. I kind of passed up. I won the award. I never actually received it because I didn't go get it, because by the time I was, time it had come to pass, I figured nobody cares about high school anymore. It's all about college. So I don't know. I always wondered how my life would have been different if I had gone into some type of creative writing instead of engineering. But we were this close. We were this close to going in that direction. I always have to remember that. That said, I don't think anybody would believe this story. It's just not practical that a little girl, even named Michael Burnham, the most powerful name in the universe, could take on tons and tons of space marines. So I would pass on this script, but AT, if you wanna write it, I support you. I support you. LDG Pixels is Bird of Prey. Is there any way you can fix those gaps on the Enterprise behind you? They drive me nuts. There's supposed to be gaps. It's a three-panel piece of art. There's very purposely gaps in between the panels. Professor Brainy Specs is Bird of Prey. Old Joe Biden forgot to mention he is running for garbage gal foreman. Wow. And he cheated. Wow. I first off, YouTube, I do not. That is the opinion of Professor Brainy Specs and not of me. I attest that Joe Biden fairly won the presidential election of 2020 with absolutely no cheating or widespread fraud whatsoever. Can't be proven. No evidence. If you didn't see him do it, it didn't happen. Innocent until proven guilty. Blah, 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 blah. Please don't delete my channel. Springtime says Bird of Prey. Dear Bop, have a public performance of your TOS fanfic. Don't let that Professor Grace try to stop you or the local police and crying mothers screaming about their children. Yosef says, Bird of Prey, you've never seen Alien. I mean, I've seen Aliens, but I wasn't supposed to talk about it. I had signed an agreement with the government. Professor Brainy Specs says, you mean the movie? No, I mean, I probably saw it, but it was a long, long, long time ago, and it was scary. So I didn't want to watch it. Michael Garrick was lolling. He was coughing. Professor Brainy Specs says, no, I said you cheated on the story writing. I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat on the story writing contest. It was called Troubled Terrorist, and it was pre 9/11. I could never get away with that script now. I could never get away with this script now. Sci-Fi Nation, Qapla says, greetings, Birdo Prey, Malo Prey, Sassio Prey, and fellow nerds. Qapla to Sci-Fi Nation, good to see you. Professor Brainy Specs says, Birdo Prey, never underestimate the power of Burnham. And Deej says, Birdo Prey, that was the plot to Alien. Oh, well, I don't think it would ever take off. I think it was probably a bad movie choice. Rock Solid says, Birdo Prey, you missed a comment above. Yes, I tagged you. Okay, Rock Solid. Apologies. Where is it? Rock Solid. There's the Dear Bop. Birdo Prey, the Joe Biden one was me, not Deej Odyssey. Okay, I read that one, Rock Solid. Let's see, is there another Rock Solid that you tagged me in? I honestly don't see it, Rock Solid. I'm going back up to 436. There was still not tagged in that one. So, and I'm on live chat, so I don't see it. YouTube might have just erased it. They might. I am on live chat. So please put it in again, Rock Solid, or change up the wording if you think maybe YouTube erased it. Apologies. Mike Richards says, Zort, welcome, Mike Richards. Deej says, nerd card revoked. Whatever. You can't get blood from a turnip. What's his face? McWhatnot says, Qapla, what's his face? Thomas says, Professor Brainy Specs, Birdo Prey didn't cheat. The competition disappeared. I can't confirm or deny that. Eastland Burkholder, Qapla says, hope you're all safe and warm. I am. Rock Solid says, now Birdo Prey, if you see what happens there with Deej Odyssey, I teased him and I owned it. I didn't deny or hide it, unlike those F faces who shit on me in Dear Bop. I agree, Rock Solid. You are a stand-up guy. Sci-Fi Nation, hashtag PooTube. Rock Solid says they're reposted. Is it what I wrote? What I read out just now? Rock Solid says Deej Odyssey. Sorry, Santa won't commit to you. Thomas says Deej Birdo Prey. Lost his nerd card months ago. Absolutely. Pflugerville, Qapla, Pflugerville. And Sci-Fi says the basement is bloodied, Birdo Prey. Yes, the bloodied basement is hard to clean up. Rock Solid says, Birdo Prey, I might be a stand-up guy, but I'll sit on Deej Odyssey's lap. Boom. Wow. Well, somebody will sit on Deej's lap at least. Dear Bop, for space engineers, I know you like to use a Microsoft Xbox controller. Actually, I don't use it for space engineers. I have several myself, but I hate replacing the AA batteries. It's not very environmentally friendly, and it's super expensive. Do you have any recommendations on how to replace those expensive alkaline batteries with something better? I would like to help defend Caroga and Bunnyland against marauders from Poopsylvania. Not Cinnabon Bunny. Like, seriously, this isn't Jim. You know, I'm believe that this isn't Cinnabon Bunny. But if you have an Xbox type controller and you want to save money and possibly the environment, you want to check out Rock Solid Productions. He released a video today on a great replacement for those alkaline batteries that you have to just toss away when you get done using them for your Xbox controllers. So check out Rock Solid Productions channel, Rock Solid, if you want to put a link in to your most recent video. that might help this person who is looking for help. That is definitely not Jim from Space Engineers. Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, I have a butt. I have a built. Wait, what? Okay, let's start this again. Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, I have built a battleship and halfway through a mobile base, both basic, back to where I was before the burn. Hope you are well. Qapla, Carlo. And I've actually got built a mobile base as well. I'm filling it with hydrogen. I gotta go and get some uranium to charge up its reactors, and it will be in space soon. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow. I gotta go find. I need some uranium. The asteroid that I had uranium is no longer has any uranium, so I need to find a new source of uranium. Probably need to find a new source of platinum, and then I can get to moving on. But new Caroga is doing well, and it has the build system set up if anybody needs to repair their ship or whatnot. And there's a lot of resources near the base, so it's a good setup for Space Engineers. Okay. Dear Bop, if USPS was so safe and trusted to be able to handle the election and ballot, why are UPS and FedEx being used for the vaccines? Why would COVID vaccines be required? If a vaccine is truly effective, you should be protected against those who aren't vaccinated, shouldn't you? Sleet on Caroga. I mean, why would a vaccine be required? It's like saying, well, why was it required to get chicken pox or smallpox or whatever vaccines? Because, you know, the whole point is if you don't get it, other people don't get it too. You need to build up a herd immunity. Does any one person need the vaccine? No, but most people need the vaccine in order to get to the herd immunity. So the people left out are the people who, you know, wouldn't be able to take it because they have some type of allergy to one of the ingredients or something. Just, you know, man up and take the fucking vaccine. I'm sorry. Now, if you have a medical reason why you can't, then it's totally understandable. But and if you've already got it, then I understand not wanting to take the vaccine. But if you haven't gotten it, you know, if you haven't gotten it and you still don't want, and you're otherwise healthy and you don't want to take the vaccine, I'm not one who would force you to. Okay, I'm not one who would mandate people take the vaccine. But just like I would never mandate people, you know. Okay, so it's kind of like the opposite. Like I'm technically pro-choice, but I really, 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 really think people should choose life. Okay? And that's going to get me shut down. But technically, I'm pro-choice. I wouldn't take the choice away. Okay? I wouldn't mandate somebody take the vaccine, but I think everybody should take the vaccine who can take the vaccine. That's just my opinion. It holds no weight outside of the kingdom of Caroga, but so be it. As for why FedEx and UPS, because I think they're better at getting large packages, and frankly, they're cheaper at moving larger packages overnight. The post office is not designed for overnight transport. You know, if you want to do priority where it takes a few days, that's where the post office shines. And certainly first class mail or whatever bulk mail, where it doesn't matter how long it takes, the post office is great with that. But getting something from New York City to, you know, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, overnight, that's quite expensive at the post office. It's generally cheaper at FedEx and UPS, especially for a larger box. It's definitely better for them. Also, I'm sure it was a way of getting some money to these companies to, reward them, whatnot. But like I said, the for the most part, the Pfizer vaccine is the only one that's going to require all this special work to get the vaccine out there. Once we have these other vaccines, it's not going to really matter who's delivering it. And Deej Odyssey donated another $1 and said, Santa's husband here. I will only take the vaccine if it's in the butt. I wish I was getting all your snow. Wow, Deej. You only take vaccines in the butt. I mean, that's a personal choice. You could ask your doctor. I know they recommend it in the arm, but it's possible they would give it to you in the butt. Rock's Odds says chickenpox vaccine is not required. No, it's not. I'm not sure if any vaccine is technically required right now, but it's better to get it. I mean, if you don't want your kid to get chickenpox. Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey. Thomas Potts, hail Caroga. Absolutely, hail Caroga. Rock's Odds is Bird of Prey. Isn't it funny? Now that Trump has been ousted, the unsafe vaccine developed under his reign is now totally safe. I don't actually remember anybody saying unsafe vaccine under his reign, but it is surprising how he's getting zero credit. Zero credit. Sci-Fi's is Bird of Prey. Caroga National Anthem is the best anthem. I can't argue with that. Thank you, Sci-Fi. Dear Bop. Let me move this over. Dear Bop, how do you get your groceries seeing you don't leave the house, especially in bad weather? It's a good question. We have accounts with Amazon Fresh, a place called Shipped. Amazon Fresh is grocery deliveries from Amazon. Shipped, which delivers from Target and several other stores. We have with Instacart, which delivers from several supermarkets and drugstores in the area. Mamo Prey also has accounts with a place called Fresh Direct and Peapod, which was Stop and Shop, which was another supermarket. They're basically all types of supermarkets that deliver directly to us. So depending on where local stores that deliver through local delivery spots. So depending on how quickly we need it and how busy everyone is, like we placed an order this morning and it came at about 2 p.m. today. It was a pretty decent sized grocery order from Target. Now we can't always get everything we need from one store. So 1 week we'll order from Target, another week we'll order from Amazon. Another week we might order from Instacart, and then so forth in that manner. So yeah, like literally we really haven't left the house, and it's the way it works. You'd be surprised, you can get just about everything delivered. In fact, I'd say anything delivered at this point. Dear Bop, Rosebud. I mean, I know that's from that movie, but I don't know what to do with it. Sci-Fi Nations is Bird of Prey. Sisso Prey is the best artificially impregnated chick ever. Okay, thank you. Sci-Fi Nation, I'll be sure to pass that on. Rock Solids is Bird of Prey. President-elect Harris said in an interview this summer this summer is when the vaccine will be mostly available. That's more believable. No, I'm sure that's what it was, a joke. Elect Harris, yes. NB Geeks, let's talk with a $2 super chat. Says, what does he say? Get to work, you lazy bird of prey. What? Get to work. Hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. Thank you. My work is Dear Bop. So I'm working. And Rock Solid says Harris was not joking. She called herself President-elect Harris. That's the part I thought you were joking about. Dear Bop, have a holly jolly bird miss. It's the best time of the year. So be golly, have a holly jolly bird miss this year. Oh, thank you. What an awesome Christmas song. We got to do, I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm going to do a Christmas song stream somehow. I don't know. Maybe we'll be talk about our favorite Christmas songs. Maybe we'll do it through the Cinema Saturday interface or something. Like I can play the songs through that, and we can listen to them through there. We can't play them on YouTube. Or maybe I find some other place to play the music, and we just talk about it on YouTube. I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing a Christmas song special one day. Oh. Mama Pray is boycotting a Christmas song this year. What song, Mama Pray? Oh, she's boycotting Grandma got run over by a reindeer because this is the first Christmas she's a grandma. And now it personally affects her. Oh. Poor Mama Pray. Rock Odds' Bird of Prey. No, she said she wouldn't take the Trump-approved vaccine. I saw that video clip. I don't know. It's exactly how she said it, Rock Solid. But I understand it could have been. I understand how somebody could interpret it that way. Mama Pray says she hopes she doesn't take the vaccine. Christmas karaoke with birds, says Pflugerville. I don't know if we can do it like that, but we'll see. Darth Maul, Qapla Darth Maul, says there is no way YouTube bots will pick up your singing bird of prey. It is so amazing that even if you do a cover, it's an original. Thank you, Darth Maul, I think. But I really want to hear the real song, not my version of the song. Dear Bops, any updates on so-and-so Joe? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, it sounds like a Professor Brainy Specs rhyme. So-and-so Joe, as you guys know, so-and-so Joe, he brings stuff to kids and adults who have been neither good nor bad, right? They're not good enough that they deserve, a video game or a cool new toy from Santa, but they are not bad enough that they deserve absolutely nothing or a lump of coal or to have their heart ripped out by Krampus or whatever happens to bad kids on Christmas. So, so-and-so Joe brings you so-and-so gifts for people who were, not great, but not, vile, evil people during the year. Like if you saw, an old lady get mugged and you had an opportunity to chase down the attacker, but you didn't. Instead, you actually just moved out of the way. But at the last minute, you said, oh, maybe I could trip the dude. And you put your foot out, but you were too late. And the guy was already, 3 feet past you. But you tried. And the lady is crying. And you also forgot to take a picture of the guy, even though you were taking a selfie when this all happened. You're not a hero. You didn't go check on how the old lady was. You kind of just kept walking. You're not a hero, but you tried. You tried to do something. So-and-so Joe would bring you a so-and-so gift. So, you could use maybe a new pair of socks. So-and-so Joe would probably bring you one sock. A good sock. It'd not be a holy sock. A good, solid, black or navy blue sock that you could pair up with probably another sock you have that's close enough. Close enough. So-and-so Joe, in some parts of the world, is also known as Close Enough Joe. But they're the same person. They bring you stuff like so-and-so, so-and-so. Maybe they bring you a brand new cast iron dish pan, dish pan, frying pan, cast iron frying pan. And this is cool. I've got a cast iron frying pan. I've always wanted a cast iron frying pan. But then you realize, you don't cook and you have no food. So-and-so. That's the type of stuff so-and-so Joe brings. Now, so-and-so Joe is a lot slower than Santa. So he actually took off. He starts a week early and he continues right through the end of the month. So, let's see, December 25th minus 7 is December 18th. So December 18th, so-and-so Joe will take to the skies in his Jeep that is powered by 8 flying beagles, and he will start dropping off so-and-so gifts to so-and-so people all across the world. And if you leave out $50 and some pictures of your wife, private pictures, he might just leave you something a little extra special. Dear Bop, every movie I've seen, an unknown vaccine causes a major zombie plague or superpowers. Which one is it? Project Story Time. I'm betting on superpowers, personally. Hopefully, I'm hoping power of flight. I could just skip the walking phase and just fly. The worst superpower I could possibly get in my current state is invisibility. What the hell would be the point of being an invisible man who can't get up, who can't walk around? I'd have to literally be in the hospital bed, possibly a wheelchair, but the wheelchair would still be visible. So, that would be the most useless superpower for me. I'm really hoping it's flying or incredible strength or hell, I'd even take shooting webs or something. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, will so-and-so Joe bring paternity tests to reluctant fathers? Will he also bring over his hot stepsister as his little helper too? No paternity tests to reluctant fathers. That's something Santa might bring. So-and-so Joe, probably not. Darth Maul says, so a la Peter Parker? I don't know. I'm not sure I get that question. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, yeah. What's this face? McWhatnot says it's all fun and games when someone else's grandma, I guess. Yeah, that's what Mama Prey must think. Professor Brainy Specs is Bird of Prey. That's not my dear Bop. I didn't think it was. Momo the Vengeful. Qapla Momo the Vengeful. Long time no see. Says Bird of Prey, you will wish Krampus showed up for you once I am done with you. Ah, Momo, you don't exist. Yeah, I'm not sure. Peter Parker, Darth Maul. Darth Maul says Bird of Prey, so yeah, no paternity tests. I cannot confirm or deny about a hot stepsister. Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, I hope that you can fly. Just don't ever try to land. Momo the Vengeful says, Bird of Prey flight needs 3 running steps to take off. You are still screwed. That would be. I would still be screwed. For all I know, I can fly right now if I could just take 3 running steps. Joseph Patrick says, Bird of Prey, having invisible body would mean you would have to be constantly naked so no one could see you. That's only if I want no one to see me. Hail Caroga, absolutely. Hail Caroga. Oh, God. Okay, let's read this down the side here. Love LLTTL. Love LLTTLLL. I don't love TTLO. TTL. Why? Okay. L. Dear Bop. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you can adore. L is all that I can give you. V, love is more than just a game for 2. 2 in love can make it. Take my heart, please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can. Love is all that I can give you. Love is more than just a game for 2. 2 in love can make it. Take my heart, and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. Okay, well, you're welcome. Sci-Fi Nation says, Bird of Prey likes the song Fly to Angels by Slaughter, confirmed. If that's what that is. Robert Rose Jr. says, Qapla. Today, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, and Sassy. Hope you're doing well today. Hail on Caroga. Hail Turtistan. Oh, Robert. You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart, Robot. Robert. Robot. You're breaking my heart, Robert. Mako says poetry night with Bird. That would be a separate night. Sci-Fi Nation says haiku style Bird. And Darth Maul says, like the song says, crash me to the moon. I did a Fly Me to the Moon song. I forgot what it was. Dear Bop, tell that freak I'm not his husband. Santa. Uh-oh. Deej, I think that was for you. Santa is saying you're not his husband. It must be some other guy that looks like Santa. Dear Bop, hire, fire, or partner? Alex Kurtzman, Michelle Paradise, and Akiva Goldsman. Excuse me. Oh, what is that? It's a tough one. Hire, fire, or partner? No, I don't. Why? Well, I don't understand. Hire, fire, a partner? Fine. Fire Kurtzman. No, why the hell do I have 2 of them are bad? 2 of them are bad. Honestly, they're all terrible. But I guess I would fire Kurtzman. I would hire Akiva for $1. And I'd partner with Michelle Paradise, because if we're equal, she can't sue me for sexual harassment. I get it. It's kind of like MFK. I understand it's like MFK, Rock Solid. It's just, it's tough. It's like I get it. I get it. I would say I'd really say no to all of them. Dear Bop, Star Trek the Motion Picture, underrated artistic masterpiece, or cure for insomnia snorefest? I have used Star Trek the Motion Picture to fall asleep to on multiple occasions. Guilty. Guilty. I don't know if I'd say snorefest, but it's close. And Project Storytime says that's the point. Well, then you got my answer. Dear Bob, who is the best retro gamer? The best guy to ask for gaming advice. The correct answer is Rock Solid Productions, and everyone should subscribe to him. That's, I mean, some people might argue that there are others out there, but you know what? I'm not even going to bring that up. So yes, subscribe to Rock Solid Productions, the best retro gamer who doesn't use ROMs. He hates the ROMs. What's this face? McWhatnot says you fall asleep to everything besides Crystal Skull. Oh, that is also true. Dear Bop, what's the best Star Trek video game? Well, my favorite, as in most hours played, would be Starfleet Academy for the Super Nintendo. I would just become the Klingon bird of prey, and I would just shoot the shit out of other ships. I'd stalk a Constitution class, and I would say things like, I'm as constant as the Northern Star. And I think there was a cheat code to shoot while cloaked. I don't remember for sure. I might have dreamed that. But yeah, I was a big fan of Starfleet Academy. I have not really played a Star Trek 25th Anniversary Edition on the PC. I played quite a bit. I mean, 30 years ago when that game came out. But since then, I played Star Trek Online for like a couple of hours. Never could figure out how to get off the station, and I stopped. And that was it. I haven't really played any Star Trek video games since. Dear Bop, your show doesn't fit my preconceptions. That's problematic. Karen Landwale, blue hair. Sorry, Karen. You should write your problems to the Anti-Tracker, care of Michael Crawford, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Dear Bop, hi Bird, my name Fang Fang. I love you long time. I with Eric Swalwell for a little time, then come to New York. I hear you know things. So how about you and me hang out? I get Uber to your place, Kay? You tell me everything about Caroga. I make you happy if you do. See you soon, Fang Fang. No hablo English, Fang Fang. La migra. Yeah, don't come this way, Fang Fang. It's no good. It's no good. Robert Rose says, I thought the oh my God. I thought the Angry Video Game Nerd was best. I've never heard of the Angry Video Game Nerd. So I couldn't say if he was better than our own Rock Solid, but I'd say I doubt it. We got more Dear Bops. Dear Bop, seriously, you think she'd try the car scene, DJ O'Claws? No, seriously, I don't think she would. That movie, I hate that movie. Dear Bop, hey, if you're looking for any telephone. Hello? Yeah, I'm sure that was legit. Dear Bop, hey, if you're looking for any last minute gift ideas from me, I have one. I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought over from his happy holiday slumber over here on Melody Lane with all the other rich people. And I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kicking, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah, holy shit, where's the Tylenol? The immortal words of Clark Griswold from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And of course, at the end, it was all just a big misunderstanding. Nobody was pressing any charges. And cops were singing and dancing with everyone else in the house because it was Christmas. And they were in no way angry. And the SWAT team was not trigger happy and didn't indiscriminately start killing everybody in the house. Dear Bop, I need help taking over YouTube. Will you help me? Okay, why'd you call if you weren't going to let me pick up? I would have picked up. Dear Bop, I need help taking over YouTube. Will you help me? PBS, not the TV channel. No, I'm not going to help you take over YouTube. I'm YouTube. Hello world, you're live on YouTube.
Seriously, no cursing?
No cursing. What about cursing? No car scene. I don't think that's gonna happen. That was Deej. Yeah, sorry PBS, whoever you are. No can do. Deej is trying to get the car scene. Not gonna happen. Moxley fan. Hello, Qapla Moxley fan. Moxley fan says hello. Welcome, Moxley fan. Where are we? That was PBS. The next, Dear Bop. Dear Bop. On Stardate, 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a Federation court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Bajoran underground. Today, still wanted by the Federation, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Kirk team. That's nice. And they have a shuttle. They have a brown or a black shuttle. Yeah, a black shuttle with like red writing and big tires on it where the nacelles would be. And they fly around. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Good. Now, see, now that that is a quality new Trek show. Okay, that's a quality new Trek show. Get Alex Kurtzman working on that, and let's see what he can do with it. Carlos says we can't hear the phone. Well, it was Deej saying he wanted the car scene. Rock Solid says, Bird of Prey, you should be impressed I used the TOS shuttlecraft in today's video. I would be, Rock Solid, but I didn't get a chance to watch the video. I was busy. I'm sorry. I saw the title. I knew what it was about. Mo the Vengeful says, Deej quit. Bird is giving slander about him. I didn't slander Deej. Dear Bop, Richard Head from Bad Robot here. Just checking in to let you know that we agree with your demand for endless breadsticks if and only if you give Terra Firma 2 a good review. We aren't just talking 5 or 6 out of 10. We expect you to give us 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10. We know those losers Turdrotic, Dictor von Lamecock, and Anti-Schleckler will probably give us horrible reviews, but we know we can count on you. You should see your first pallet of breadsticks arrive tomorrow around 6 a.m. Cheers, dickhead. Yeah. Well, if those breadsticks arrive hot and steamy, then maybe we can work out something. Also, you know, you have to make the episode at least somewhat good. Rock Solid says, son of a bitch. Sorry, Rock Solid, I'm being honest. Dear Bop, hi Bird, I am seriously considering getting my anus bleached. No, this is definitely not the real Rock Solid. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna read it. Dear Bop, President-elect Harris said the following. If the public health professionals, if Dr. Fauci, if the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely, Harris said during a live debate in Salt Lake City when she was asked if Americans should take a vaccine if the Trump administration were to approve one either before or after the election. But if Donald Trump tells us we should take it, I'm not taking it. And I heard that interview, and I can still say that to me, that means that if only Donald Trump tells you to take it, she wouldn't take it. But that's a really ridiculously stupid position to take, since Trump can't release a vaccine. Or maybe he could. But Trump obviously isn't going to release a vaccine without the approval of the FDA and all the scientists and whatnot that sign on to this type of stuff. So Fauci is telling people to take it. So she's going to take it. At least that's the way it reads to me. There are plenty of things to call out President-elect Biden and Harris on, right? Including, let us not forget that President-elect Biden promised to cure cancer. I have the video. It's out there. It was his first campaign promise. He promised he's going to cure cancer, and let's hold him to that. There are plenty of other things to call out Harris and Biden on, that a quote that honestly could go either way is not something to repeatedly bring up, because it's way too easy for the other side to dismiss it. Now, the other side can't dismiss that Joe Biden says, elect me, and you're going to see the most important thing to change this country. We're going to cure cancer. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was his words. He can't backpedal that. Okay, so That's the type of thing you bring up. Dear Bop, whoever said Thomas Potts is likable must be on drugs. He is not. F him. Hail Caroga. Oh, that sounds mean. Thomas Potts is a very likable guy. Thomas Potts is bird of prey. Biden would take credit for curing cancer if they announced it on January 21st. He probably would. He probably would. Dear Bob, FYI, everyone, if you don't take the vaccine, we will be in lockdown for years. Do you want that? I don't think that would be true. Dear Bob, true story. There is a 1/4-mile paved oval in Slinger, Wisconsin. Years ago, there was a driver named Richard Head. Later, his son, Richard Head Jr., also started racing. They made shirts stating, "I'm a big dickhead race fan," and "I'm a little dickhead race fan." Todd Belling, the track announcer, could never announce their names without laughing. RXP. I believe it. I believe it. Why? Oh, why did they decide to shorten Richard to Dick? Just doesn't make any sense. But maybe, I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it out there somewhere. But alas, I don't think we'll find it tonight. So where are we? Bradley Briggs says, "I needed that laugh a lot. Thanks." So you're welcome, Bradley. I hope you enjoyed it. Rock Solid says, "Bird of Prey. Why did they name the son Dickhead Jr.?" I mean, it seems like a solid name, I guess. If you're going to go with Junior, is the next one going to be the second and the third and so on? I have a friend who was the fourth of his name, and he had a son. So there's the fifth. That's the furthest I've ever heard of so and so the fifth. Is the, I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there who's the 9th or the 11th or the 32nd of their name. But in my personal circle, the fifth is the furthest I've ever heard. And to be honest, I don't know of any thirds or fourths other than that one family. So to me, the whole practice of using, seconds and hell, even juniors seems to have stalled, at least in New York. Rock Solid says, "Bird of Prey, they're asking you to get your kid bullied and beat up through school." Yes, it is.
Thank me for you not being.
Mama Prey says, "I could thank her for me not being the third. I thought you wanted to name me Rollo." So Rollo Rudolph was another one. But he wasn't Junior. I thought he had a different middle name. He was Junior? I could have been a third. I could have been a third. No, Mama Prey wasn't having it. Well, it's okay. I like my name. I think it turned out well. Yeah, you are asking to get your kid bullied. Unless he's the bully. Thomas Potts' Bird of Prey puts in a link. And we're getting cell phone calls. We're getting all types of calls right now. Let's see. What's this? Link 198 worst names ever that'll make you wonder what their parents were thinking. Yeah, I think I've read Samsung. Oh my God. Mr. Perv. Sad Man. Wow. Okay, well, that's interesting, guys. If you want to go through that on your own, you probably should. I don't think we're going to go through it here. Carlo Albanese says, Bird of Prey, I thought you were the Bird of Prey the 5th. No, I'm not Bird of Prey the 5th. I'm Bird of Prey 5. Contrary to popular belief, there were not 4 or 5 other Bird of Preys before me. I am Bird of Prey 5, first of my name, just to be clear. Robert Rose is a boy named Sue by Johnny Cash. That's as terrible as a woman named Michael by Alex Kurtzman. Roxodds is Dr. Scotty, Dixie Normus. Anyone seen Dixie Normus? I think with that though, guys, we're going to call it an evening because I have to have dinner and you got to start preparing for the storm. And I do suggest, guys, Dark Matter Monday on Orville Nation channel just went live a few minutes ago. And they're discussing the show Dark Matter. And I've seen some episodes of Dark Matter, but I didn't see it all. I'm going to put in a link to Orville Nation. I suggest you guys hang out over there if you've still got time to hang out. I'll probably go over there and say hello. And we're going to call it a night here because as you can hear, Mama Prey is already talking loud. Chris Berzer says, think you do a great stream, and deleted it. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, Caroga Maths. Mike Richards says, farewell from Columbus, Ohio. Dr. Scotty. Oh, Momo the Vengeful says, Bird of Prey, you didn't read the last Dear Bop. I did. I refreshed the Dear Bops. Let me see if there's another Dear Bop. Of course, there's one more Dear Bop. There's one more Dear Bop. Let's go back to the Dear Bop. Dear Bop. 1, 2, Momo's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, cover your head. 7, 8, Momo just can't wait. 9, 10, you will never sleep again. Oh no, I'm so scared. Momo's coming for me. Oh wait, I don't believe in Momo. So, fuck you, Momo. I'll sink Alexander on you. I will sink Alexander on you, Momo. You won't know what hit you. Okay? You'll be doing whatever the hell Momo does, and then you're gonna just get this, screaming French, Quebecan guy with Russian Kung Fu, and he's gonna beat the shit out of you. And then we're gonna hang Momo's head on a pike outside the Emperor's Palace of Caroga. And I will empty the Gelogia machine onto it every morning. Momo. That's what I think of Momo. Carlo Albanese says, thanks for the stream, Bird of Prey. Have a wonderful night. And say hi to Mama Prey for me. Have a good night, everyone. Praise Caroga. Thank you. Praise Caroga, Carlo. Professor Brainy Specs says, Qapla, Bird of Prey. Chris says, I can't stand typos. I wanted to say thank you, Bird, for a great stream. You're welcome, Chris. I hope you enjoyed it. Professor Brainy Specs says, Qapla. What's this face, McWhatnot? Says, great stream. Thanks, and Qapla. You are welcome. Thomas says, Bird of Prey. Momo has been in the chat now. Don't you believe him? It doesn't matter. Anybody can make up any name for the chat. Brainy Specs says, Bird of Prey, you better stop sending me into the future. I don't send you into the future, Professor. I don't send you into the future. Qapla all. Enjoy. Bird out. Check out Orville Nation. Check out Rock Solid Productions. And check out Deej Odyssey. And check out everyone else who has channels. Guys, feel free to put your links in as we say please hit the share and like buttons. Qapla all. Bird out. Tomorrow, something. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out BirdoPrey5.com, the new home of everything Birdo Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPrey5 or on BirdoPrey5.com. Take care.